President Bola Tinubu at a private lunch in Paris with the President of the Republic of Rwanda, Paul Kagame on Sunday, January 4, 2025. Credit: State House President Bola Tinubu on Sunday held a private lunch meeting with Rwandan President Paul Kagame in Paris, France, where both leaders discussed world affairs and strategies for advancing Africa's interests. The Presidency disclosed this in a photo news showing the two leaders seated at a table in what appeared to be an upscale Parisian restaurant, engaged in conversation over a meal. President Bola Tinubu at a private lunch in Paris with the President of the Republic of Rwanda, Paul Kagame, discussing world affairs and advancing Africa. Sunday, January 4, 2026, the statement read. The meeting comes 1 week after Tinubu departed Lagos for Europe on December 28, 2025, to continue his end-of-year break. The special advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, had in a statement confirmed the President's departure, noting that the trip was ahead of an official engagement at the Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week Summit scheduled for early January 2026. President of the United Arab Emirates, Sheikh Mohamed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, invited Tinubu to participate in the 2026 edition of Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week Summit, a week-long event that mobilizes leaders from government, business, and society to chart the next era of sustainable development. The Presidency had not disclosed which specific European countries the President would visit during his break, though he has historically spent portions of his annual leave in France and the United Kingdom. Sunday's lunch meeting continues a series of engagements between the Nigerian and Rwandan leaders, who have developed a close working relationship since Tinubu assumed office in May 2023. Kagame attended Tinubu's inauguration ceremony in Abuja on May 29, 2023. More recently, the two leaders met in Abu Dhabi on January 13, 2025, on the eve of that year's Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week, where Tinubu described their discussions as meaningful conversations. Following that meeting, Tinubu had stated, "Africa has what it takes to develop itself. We have the resources, the people, and the capacity. We must look inward to improve intra-African trade and collaboration to benefit the African people and the continent." The time for Africa is now. We can. We must. We will. Nigeria and Rwanda have maintained cordial relations since Rwanda independence in 1962, supporting each other in bilateral and multilateral forums, including the United Nations, African Union and Commonwealth of Nations. The relationship has been strengthened through various bilateral agreements, including a Bilateral Air Service Agreement that enabled multiple RwandAir flights weekly to Abuja and Lagos, as well as a Technical Aids Corps scheme under which Nigerian professionals have been deployed to Rwanda. Tinubu's latest European trip drew criticism from opposition parties. The African Democratic Congress and Labour Party criticized the president for departing Nigeria for Europe at a time the country is grappling with rising insecurity, including foreign military interventions in the north. Tallies by Punch Online show that Tinubu made 10 foreign trips in 2025, covering Africa, Europe, Asia, the Caribbean, and South America, with emphasis on economic diplomacy, climate discussions, regional cooperation, and bilateral engagement. Since assuming office on May 29, 2023, Tinubu has undertaken at least 46 foreign trips, spending an estimated 192 days abroad as of October 2025.